Let's talk about abandonment and its impact on our life, especially how it can manifest as jealousy, self-doubt, insecurity, and a consistent need to please others. My name is Angela Martin, and I created this channel to help you shift your world consciousness and make a quantum leap into your next level of success. Abandonment often originates from an emotional wound that starts in childhood. When we don't receive the validation we need from our parents, we end up seeking approval and validation from external sources throughout our lives. And that cycle becomes ingrained, where we constantly searching for something outside of ourselves to feel whole. As children, we often internalize our parents' behaviors towards us. Their insecurities, projections, and emotional wounds became our own, even though none of it was really about us. When we were young, we didn't have those emotional tools to separate our worth from their behaviors, so we took an honest truth. They may have made us feel ashamed, guilty, or unworthy, not because of who we were, but because of how they felt about themselves. Their unresolved pain became the lens through which they saw us, and we absorbed it all without even realizing it. The past can't be changed, but you can begin to understand that it wasn't your fault. The first key to healing is acknowledging that what happened to you was not the reflection of your worth. It is really important to release the meaning that you've attached to the past events. For example, maybe your parents separated. You might have felt you weren't good enough, that you weren't loved enough. As a child, you took all those emotional burdens, but they were never yours to carry. Imagine carrying around a suitcase filled with all the things that don't belong to you. But you've been holding into them for so long that you forgot what it's like to feel light. That suitcase is full of beliefs, fears, and stories that are not your own. To begin healing, recognize that the emotional wounds that you carry are the results on how your parents' issues were projected onto you. The moment you realize that their pain wasn't yours to own, you begin to reclaim your emotional freedom. It wasn't about you. It never was. It was their pain, their insecurities. As a result, you might feel like something is wrong with you or that you have to fix yourself. But let me tell you this, you are not broken. You just been carrying someone else's emotional weight. You might attract emotionally unavailable people because your self-esteem is low and you've learned to seek validation outside of yourself. This pattern can feel like an endless loop, where the more you seek love, the more distant it feels. But when you realize the root of the cycle, you can break free from it. Your external world, whether it is relationship, environment, or experiences, often reflects how you feel about yourself. The way you treat yourself internally will show up in your external world. If you are not at peace within, you'll attract situations that confirm that belief. This is why it's so important to shift your focus from seeking validation from others to recognizing and nurturing your own worth. When you begin to love and validate yourself first, everything around you starts to align with that energy. You don't need to control the world around you to feel validated or secure. If you're trying to control others or circumstances, you are only going to feel trapped, unappreciated, and unsatisfied. That consistent need of control is really just a cover-up for deep insecurity and fear. True freedom comes from within. It's about accepting that you can't control everything or everyone. What you can control is your focus, your energy, and your emotions. The moment you release control is the moment you step into your true power. When you stop seeking external validation and start acknowledging your own inner power, you feel a sense of liberation. This is where true peace lies, in the freedom to be yourself without needing others' approval. You'll realize that your happiness doesn't depend on other people's approval, but on your alignment with your true self. When someone walks away from you, it may feel like abandonment, like you've been disrespected or betrayed. But on the other side of abandonment, there is a deeper well-being, a sense of security that comes from understanding that you belong not to anyone else, but to your own inner source of energy. This is your true home, your sacred space, where no one can take away your peace. Many relationships, despite their best interest, lead us to the same place of abandonment. Why? Because they often pull us away from our true connection with our inner being. We start relying on others to fill that void, and that's when we feel abandoned. But the truth is, you were never abandoned. You just forgot that everything you need is already within you. Instead of focusing on our connection to ourselves and the source of our well-being, we often place more importance on what others think of us. But the truth is, no one can love us enough to fill the void that comes from loving and knowing ourselves fully. True love begins with self-love, and once you understand that, everything else falls into place. Healing, it's a process of remembering who you truly are. It's time to stop seeking outside validation and begin nurturing the beautiful, powerful woman you were always meant to be, or man. Conditional love or seeking love in all the wrong places will never get you where you truly want to be. If you are looking for love, start by finding it within. Find your own sense of worth and security, because that's the foundation for any healthy relationship. If something is bothering you, take the time to ask yourself why. What are you truly seeking? What do you need to feel fulfilled? Acknowledge that your true value comes from within. And through that connection with your inner being, you can discover the peace, love, and happiness you've been searching for. Every emotional disturbance, every feeling of insecurity comes from the relationship between you and yourself, not from the actions of others. When you recognize this, you understand that trying to control others won't solve your problems. The true power is in self-mastery and self-love. The key to overcoming insecurity in a relationship is to first heal your relationship with yourself. When you feel secure within, when you stop seeking validation from others, you will attract a healthy, fulfilling connections. You'll be able to stand firm in your worth and no longer feel the need to prove yourself to others. So ask yourself, is it better to try to control others, or is it better to focus on the one thing you can control, which is your own feelings, your own thoughts, and your energy? The choice is yours, and all it starts with healing your own relationship with yourself. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can never miss an update. If you like to start your own transformation, check out the link to my website in the description below. And if you're ready to take your journey to the next level, join my course, Embodied Opulence. Let's unlock your true potential together. I'll see you in the next video.